Oh, tell you what, after putting a diesel in mine, I definitely miss the sound of a V8. And this thing has definitely brought some nostalgias back, that's for sure. Welcome to the first Hudson Coachworks build. So this is a 1977 Sahara Dust Range Rover. Just a few sort of specs. It's got the 4.4 litre P76 Leyland V8 in it. And then behind that, it's got the 3-speed automatic. Previously, someone has set this up to tow a boat or tow a caravan. However, it's been in a barn for quite a long time. I think as late as 1988. So it's in really, really good order. However, there's, the paint's flaking, there's a couple of dents, and the client just wants to take this car to a whole new level. Wants to use it for road trips, wants to be able to take the family in it, and just wants to bring a little bit of like a modern touch to it as well. So I think it's going to be, it's going to be an epic build. And I'll tell you more details as we sort of get further into it. However, let's just get straight into it. I hate talking, I hate fluffing around, and there's going to be a lot of things to be said once I start tearing things apart. I'll start pointing out and showing you guys just some things to look out for if you're looking to do a resto. And also if you're looking to buy a Range Rover and trying to find something in good order where you don't have to do too much, then I'll point out some stuff that along the way just to keep an eye on. So welcome, and let's get straight into it, guys. Alright, so unfortunately my battery ran out, so I continued stripping along, and I've taken that front guard off, or front panel off completely, and exposed the inner guard. So if you are looking to buy one of these secondhand, or they're all secondhand nowadays, things to look out for particularly is the inner guard. Just make sure that there isn't any rust holes down the bottom here and on the side faces. That's usually where water sort of traps itself and can't escape. A nice little mod is actually to drill a couple holes down the bottom here so that if you do get any water coming through the screw holes at the top, that it does drain out. Just make sure you properly coat and protect them. But yeah, just check this box section, and then also just check around here, as the tyre pretty much can flick all the mud, water, salt water, all that sort of stuff up into this space. Another one to look out for is just under the brake booster. If you do end up getting a leak from your brake booster or just a reservoir there, then it will dribble down, eat away at the paint and start corroding that whole corner there. So now that we have taken out all the main auxiliaries at the front here, we are now just in the process of stripping and disconnecting all the electrical side. Now, I remember the first time when I was playing around with mine and doing all the wiring, it was a little bit daunting removing all this, thinking, how the hell am I going to remember how to put all this back? So if you guys are in the same position, just take a lot of photos, take things off, and before you disconnect the wires, just hold it in your hands and take photos at different angles so you can see which cable connects at which lug. And yeah, just take as many photos as you can. At the same time, there's also the Haynes manual, which I'm not a big fan of as a whole, but when it comes to the electrical side, it's probably the best thing out there. So if you do get stuck, then yeah, go back to that wiring diagram and start tracing it back. It's very, very basic. I mean, it will pretty much show you exactly the color of the cable, and you just got to trace that to the auxiliary that it's connecting up, and then just keep going. So that's the next thing here. We're going to disconnect all the wirings, take all these auxiliaries off, and then eventually just get to the point where it's just the engine and we've got everything all nice and clear, and then we can just take the engine out. That way I can just sort of see where everything is, what's disconnected, slowly put all the items away in the boxes and just have everything sort of in the right place. So when you do reassemble things, it is going to make it much easier. Morning guys, we are back this morning to hopefully get a fair bit done this weekend. So this whole week I've been ticking away on the project each afternoon and evening and trying to strip this down to back to the basics, I guess. Inside looks really, really good. I don't think you could pretty much come across a Range Rover of this era in better condition. There is virtually no rust. I mean, the slightest bit in that corner, which I think will, with a bit of wire wheeling and treating, will come up a treat. But aside from that, the rest of it is absolutely mint. So today we are going to take these windows out, the rear windows, and then start taking the rear panels off. And then I'll probably start taking the some of the internal flooring off. Eventually the plan is just to get the floor tunnel here at the front completely out. That way I can access the back of the gearbox and the transfer case, and we'll easily be able to unbolt it from there and be able to lift up the engine and take the whole lot. Potentially we'll take it up in one big hit and just pull it all out. Otherwise I might strip it into engine, gearbox and transfer case components and just pull it out that way. But yeah, that's the general plan this weekend. Hopefully, yeah, get the internal completely stripped out. And I'm currently without an engine hoist, so I won't be able to pull the engine or the transfer case out, but I can get most of it ready. I might also utilise that time to get the dash and all this front components out the way so that I don't damage anything in the process. But so far so good. It's looking like a really, really good project, and there's a couple of really exciting things to come. But for the meanwhile, let's continue ticking away and stripping this apart. All right, let's get into it. So there you have it, guys. We are more or less at the point now where we can start prepping the body, prepping the chassis and getting everything ready for paint. Thanks for tuning into this episode. I'm sure you guys have probably realised a lot of this whole entire episode has been shot at night time, and now we're here during the day. I've actually, since starting the whole strip down, I have more or less quit my full-time work and decided to go full-time on the whole restoration side of things now. So you'll see a mixture of day and night, and I think we'll be churning into all hours of the day and evening on this thing. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and if you guys have any particular questions with the whole teardown, just shoot us a message and I'll definitely endeavour to get back to you guys in the comments. See you on the next one.